Grab your glasses, everybody. It's time for a Moonshine Safari.
Hey everybody, welcome to Moonshine Safari.
Welcome.
And I'm Josh.
I'm Dinah.
And thanks so much for stopping by to our
Again.
crazy moonshine adventure.
Yeah, our crazy...
Whatever you want to call
safari.
it. Adventure.
Our safari.
Safari. Yeah. Hey, and thanks so much for watching all the previous videos. And we have like 4 or 5 before, and listening to the podcast.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that very much. Thank you so much.
Trying to step up our game with the video.
Exactly. And big shine out to Del Toro.
Oh my gosh.
You check out the latest video, and I'm sorry it got up quite a bit late because, well, I had some health things and some
Life.
other things happen, so we get these up.
You know how life is.
So it's about a week later than we wanted it to get up.
Yeah.
But check out some of the wonderful edits he did.
Absolutely.
And I know the lighting. I'm just figuring out this green screen thing over here. And I still don't think I don't know if I have it right. I'm trying to follow instructions there and kind of winging it too a little bit.
Yeah, and you know what? To be fair to Josh over here, I've always sort of been the photographer person, but I can't help. So he's doing it all.
Oh, I'm not doing it all. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know what's going on back here. If anything, he did something last time that was pretty amazing, and we didn't have it set up right. And this was set up actually better, supposed to be.
Right.
I don't know if it is or not. But anyway, so big shout out to Del Toro and his editing on that. So give him a big. Also, you can check out all of our social platforms. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, all of those
Twitter.
Places. Check us out, follow us, share, all of that stuff. We'd like to hear from you. Also, you can contact us directly at joshanddinah@moonshinesafari.com.
Yeah, and on SoundCloud we have some of our tracks, like original music.
Right.
Check those out.
Exactly. We talked about that last week, and I've been practicing and working on this Whiskey's For You. But I have not recorded yet.
I haven't been working on that.
Shine out time, Dina.
Yeah.
So we as a family today, well, first off, shine out. It's the first day of Sukkot.
It is.
Actually, technically, the first day of Sukkot is over because we're
in the evening.
Recording this in the evening. But happy Sukkot.
Happy Sukkot.
Chag Sameach, everybody.
Yep.
Happy Hut Day or whatever, tent day or whatever you do. So we went to Ted's shooting range today and had some pew-pew fun.
Pew-pew.
Found out that y'all don't mess with Robin because she's got hidden skills.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. She's got hidden skills. So, had a good time. And learned some stuff and just good training. It was good stuff.
And we already knew this, but Del Toro, holy.
Yeah, he's got some.
It's pretty impressive.
Well, his skills aren't hidden. His are just. I've known that since ever I took him shooting when he was just a little kid, and when I saw what he could do with a handgun.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
It's awesome.
Yep. So big shout out to Ted's. Had a great time up there. Just wonderful. They're great over there. If you haven't tried them out, Ted's shooting range out in Queen Creek. Oh yeah, just a great group.
What was it? Monday, women don't pay.
Mondays and Wednesdays, women get the. They don't have to pay rental fees, and they get to rent any gun they want for free.
Right.
And
so
they have
you have to pay for the ammo, but that's it.
Yeah, but.
I mean, I'm saying it's a great deal.
It's $15 an hour or so to rent a lane up
My
there.
hair's going everywhere.
So, but also shine out to a company that made me love coffee again.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously,
I didn't fall out of love with coffee.
I haven't drank coffee for a long time.
Coffee and I never broke up
because I was having some digestive issues, and coffee was
aggravating.
Wow, just really not good. So I probably went a good 3 or 4 years really not drinking coffee anymore.
Well, and then
drink tea.
To be fair, one of the diets that we started with, you weren't allowed to have any caffeine anyway. Right.
Yeah, but you could drink tea.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes, but they really don't want you on caffeine. But like I like Black Rock coffee, but that always seems to give me the worst heartburn
And it
ever.
does seem to be super high in caffeine.
Dutch Brothers, I love Dutch Brothers, and I don't seem to have a lot of problem with Dutch Brothers, and I'll talk about that one that rhymes with I don't give a schmucks. I don't talk about them. But I found some that are, Black Rifle Coffee Company. All right, so if you guys haven't tried Black Rifle Coffee Company, you need to try Black Rifle Coffee Company.
And also talk about.
Not only do they
I was
check
gonna
out
say.
their wonderful, entertaining videos, but this is a veteran-owned and veteran-run company. It's a great way to support vets and get your caffeine
All right, so
on.
let's give Del Toro something to do.
Right here, right? Black Rifle Coffee Company, right there.
There you go.
I don't know, or somewhere. Check them out.
Yeah, check them out.
Okay.
Coffee's great.
Made me fall in love with coffee.
Yeah.
We are subscribers, and got some of their swag too. You'll see when it gets cooler. I'll be wearing my wonderful warm toasty
His
hoodie
he got.
Yeah, I love it. Big shout out to Black Rifle
Yeah.
Coffee Company, and
We all like it.
yeah, and that's pretty much it for shine outs there.
Yeah,
Dana.
sounds good.
Okay. As you all know, music is a huge part of our lives and what we like to
Safari.
do. And yeah, big time of the safari. Not only it's not just the moonshine, but moonshine is not just the liquor. That could mean a lot of different things. But liquor is just one little tiny aspect of our fun part of our life. But
Absolutely.
music is. If I'd say
Huge.
music is a huge part, it really is. I mean, we're always listening to music, always playing music, always writing music, always doing something, right? So we like to also focus on good music that we've heard.
Absolutely.
We like to promote some bands. And if you've seen some of the ones we've talked about before, some of the podcasts we're rehashing some of these bands because we're doing the video now, and then we can, promote them
Talk a
better
little
that
bit
way.
more.
Exactly. So the band that we would like to promote today, actually, right, I don't know if it's current, but I know at the beginning of last week they were number 1 on the country charts, and their album came out number 1 on country charts, number 2 I think on the rock and roll charts, and the self-titled album, Whiskey Myers.
Whiskey Myers.
Okay, I just love the name Whiskey Myers. I mean, that's just Whiskey
it's very-
Myers. That's a
Very classic sort
man.
of.
I tell you what, that's like a action hero name. You know what I mean?
That's true,
it's
yeah.
like that. It's like
That's funny.
right. It's someone like Chuck Norris should play like Whiskey Myers or something like somebody tough like that. They're a band from Texas. They're like southern
grizzled.
rock and country and stuff. Man, they
Some grizzled Texas Ranger
right.
or something.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about Texas Rangers at some
That's
point.
true.
Hint, new reboot. Anyway, their new album is self-titled, and I would say, and they've had other albums out, but this is the one that just came out and hit number 1. They've been out for I think about 4 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. So they're not a brand new band, but
No,
they're
but
really starting to hit
yeah.
it. They're really starting to get the
Hit
momentum.
their stride, yeah.
Absolutely. So check them out. You like the screaming guitars? I like Ballad of a Southern Man. That's a good song. Yeah, check them out. So, all right, Whiskey Myers.
Check it out.
All right, Whiskey
Myers.
Okay. All right. Now, because this is kind of how we all started the whole Moonshine Safari so long ago. We just didn't know what it was going to be called. We didn't know it was Moonshine Safari.
No, we didn't.
Over
no, as a matter
26
of fact,
years ago.
back then that really wasn't even
30
thought,
years
truthfully.
ago, as long as we've known each other now. So,
Long time.
and dated.
Long time.
We kind of started this as like marriage story.
Well, because
Not
we
that
have,
we're perfect,
No,
and
but
not
we have
that we
people
don't
ask
struggle.
us.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do? It's like it's like, well, we still fight,
Oh,
and we still fight
at
unfair,
it.
and we still hurt each other.
absolutely.
But I guess the biggest explanation is that we have always found a way back to each other. We're more important than the fight. I guess I could look at it. We haven't found a fight yet that's more important than us.
Yeah.
I guess that may be the way
That's
to
true. That's
look
fair.
at it, right?
Well, I mean,
So,
when someone's been like your best friend since you're 14, I don't know how you just go, I guess it's not that important, I'm going to walk away.
Yeah, but people are going to be annoying.
They can be. And especially when
Right.
you've known them that long. But
Seeing I'm annoying.
nevertheless, a little bit. A little bit.
I know. Okay, so
Sometimes.
that's why I'm the one that gives the marriage tips. Because I'm the glue that keeps it together.
He is the glue.
So on the, it's not flowing like some of the other shows, but it does tie into one of the shine outs. Here's a marriage tip.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is important that you, if you're someone who is trained to protect yourself or have firearms, I think you should train your spouse and show them and teach them to be self-sufficient in protecting themselves, because you can't always be there, but it may be that they need to protect you at some point, right?
Sure.
Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Conversely, I'm not so sure teaching your spouse how to shoot a firearm is the smartest thing to do. If you understand where I'm going.
Yeah.
You see, it's kind of a double-edged sword, right?
It is.
It is.
It is.
Okay,
That
so
sport that might
that's
come
that's
in
the
handy.
marriage tip.
Teach them, don't teach them, but be careful one way or the other.
That's right. So, but
Well, we've touched on this too with the whole gun control video, and if you want to know what we said about that, go back and listen. But really, I mean, I think it's smart for anybody to know how to handle a weapon, whether or not you want to get into the debate or not. It just doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, for your own safety, for your family's own safety, the genie's out of the bottle. You're not going to put it back in.
Right.
So you need to know how to defend against it.
right. And what I would say, even if you would never ever own a firearm ever in your house, never ever ever, I think everybody should be trained on how to handle one, because if you find one
God
somewhere,
forbid. Right.
then you will want to make sure that you know how to make it safe and not put anyone else in jeopardy, your children or whoever, that you would know how to safely unload it, get it in a safe place without
Take it to
possibly
where
doing
the authorities
anything.
or whatever
Exactly.
happens to be.
So I think that, honestly, I think it's something that should be taught in schools. That's something that's basic and should be taught in schools. It just should be. But I know it never will be, but it should be. It's just like a lot of things, like balancing your checkbook and loans, applications, and credit,
yeah.
importance of credit. All that stuff
talked
should be
about
basic.
credit.
That'll be another show.
Yeah.
What we want to talk about today is a little bit about getting back into the dynamic we have in our family that I don't want to say surrounds Dinah
Well,
or focuses
it kinda
totally on
does,
Dinah.
whether I like it or not.
She likes to think that it's that she's the center of attention.
I am.
She is, but she's
I'm the baby.
But you all know we've talked about it. Dinah has multiple sclerosis, and she has
Diagnosed in August of 04.
right.
We have a whole show about it. You can go
Yeah,
listen if
you
you'd
can
like
listen.
to.
Right, and she also has the neuropathy.
Small fiber.
Small fiber neuropathy, which is a joy.
It's awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, we don't know which came
Love
first, the chicken or the egg there, but one of them did. So she has a plethora of fun things that goes on. And of course, those of you who have any type of, situation like this, it just doesn't come on one way and stay that way.
No, it's a
It
constant
changes,
evolution.
right?
Well, and to be fair, life is a constant evolution.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just one thing to get added to
Right.
the fun.
So she kind of wanted to talk, and we were going to talk together, kind of discuss and share
Yeah.
with you. And we would also like to hear from you, and maybe some tips that you have for other families who go through this. And maybe you have a new family member and you're just going through this
Thinking,
right now.
what do we expect? What could,
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do we do? How are we going to deal with this? Well, maybe we'll have some tips to kind of help you out. It's not easy. It never is.
Of course not.
And it's no right. I mean,
But that's life.
yeah, life's not easy.
I mean, I still have things to do. It's not like I'm going to go, okay, now it's time
Right.
for me to give up because I have this thing.
right. I mean, there are a lot of things that I do that
Absolutely.
I
He does a
probably
lot.
wouldn't have to, or I would say have to do. I wouldn't do normally, because Dina would do them. But that doesn't that doesn't take away, to me, anything, or if that makes sense. It doesn't take away from our relationship. I don't feel like I've been added an extra burden. I don't guess I could see it that way.
It doesn't seem like it, but I guess that's one of the things I wanted to hit on, because I think that that's not necessarily the normal progression. I have a number of social media platforms, groups, whatever you want to call it, that I'm members of, and I watch a lot of people talk about this and talk about spouses who think, why is it hard for you to just get out of bed, go do whatever you were going to do? Obviously, that can represent one side of the coin, completely on this side of the pendulum, where somebody just doesn't give you any understanding. On the other side, I think we have Josh, who really will do everything for me. Like, I don't drive much anymore. Honestly, I think I probably could, but at the same time, I don't care about it. It's not like I'm missing anything. I'm getting everywhere I need to go. It's not a problem. So people take me, and that includes Josh, that includes Robin, that includes Del Toro, that includes the whole family. The whole family is always pitched in. I've never had one of them go, well, I don't want to help you right now. It's a pain in the butt. Why do you have to have this thing? Why do you have to?
We don't say that. We probably think it sometimes.
Well, I mean, I think
honestly.
it.
I mean, sometimes...
To be honest, I think it. Yeah. I hate it. I mean,
sometimes...
Obviously, I hate it, but at the same time... And I know that they hate it, but they're still not complaining at me.
But it's not because... Right, it's not because we hate it, because it's like, now we got to do something.
Well, it just makes everything
Dina
harder.
Again. It's just like, maybe we're in the middle of something, and it's just something it's just, okay, it's like this. It is a minor inconvenience that we blow way out of proportion.
Okay, it's not minor.
Because if you could imagine this. You do have to make adjustments, and
Absolutely.
you have to adapt.
A lot of adjustments.
Someone to, I hope we're still recording.
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to check. Hold on.
Let's just keep going.
Wasn't that fun?
That was awesome.
Yeah. So anyway.
Techno.
My point was like, if you can imagine that you do have to make adaptations and concessions and compromises when a family member has a disease or situation, a medical issue, that causes different things that you have to deal with. But could you imagine having to take care of a loved one like that, and also go out and plow your field and make sure
Lord.
that your food is going to be grown and that your animals are... I mean, we complain, and I get it. I do, because...
I know we do have a lot of modern things that help a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
And those things I think we take advantage, or we take for granted, for sure. Because if there weren't a lot of modern day conveniences, it would make things...
Oh my gosh. Well...
so much more difficult,
a good example
obviously.
of that is I have a mobility scooter.
Right.
And I remember one of the first times... the first time I think we actually rented ones when we went to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, this sucks, but I'm going to do it, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to... There's no physical way I can walk the distance that I need to walk. And so up until that point, I really hadn't used one. Mm-hmm. And I thought, this is awesome. And, that's been a good 10 years ago at least. Yeah. There's a part of you that goes, I hate this. But then there's another part of you that goes, but it gives me...
Thank goodness. And we're very grateful for it.
It gives me mobility. It gives me the ability to do things that otherwise I couldn't do.
Right, exactly. And just for those of you who like to make fun of everybody, it's the big joke at the person at Walmart who is on the scooter and they should be walking. You don't know people's situation, and you should really just keep your damn mouth shut.
Yeah,
and you really should.
Really, just keep it to yourself. You might think what you want to think.
It's not funny.
Unless you know that person, and unless you know that they're just the laziest person in the world.
Right.
Don't say
when it comes to stuff like that, it's not cool. That stuff's not cool. Okay.
Actually, Walmart, we walked into a Walmart one time, and Del Toro heard somebody make a comment about me.
Oh, I remember that. And he was mad,
riled. And I didn't hear it, and I go,
he was riled.
You gotta let it go.
You do, unfortunately, but
so
there are things you do. I mean, but you do them because, when you're family, you do what you have to do. Of course, not all families are like that. Not everybody's individual. And we're not here to say toot my own horn or say, oh, look at me, because a lot of times I get frustrated, and we get frustrated, and we get impatient with each other.
Frustrating. It's a frustrating
and things go on. And that's the thing, though. I mean, we can't say, oh, well, I'm not allowed to be frustrated with the MS, because some people are like that, and they are. They're like, you can't be frustrated with me because I have issues. That Dina's not like that,
No,
and I don't think anybody can be like that.
Everybody can be frustrated,
right? Everybody.
I mean, honestly, you even get frustrated when somebody, God forbid, has cancer or something. That's still a frustrating situation. It doesn't mean that you're blaming the person.
No,
it doesn't
but
mean
you
that
can
you're.
be frustrated.
But you can be frustrated.
Here's the biggest thing, I think. The biggest thing is to talk about it with each other, communicate. Let the person who's going through it have their time to deal and process. They're going to have days where they just want to give up, and they just want to cry, and they just want to, experience emotion, and that's okay. But you can't let them stay in that position. You gotta pull them out of that dark, and you gotta let and help them. But it's okay, because you need to vent that stuff.
Well, and it's hard when you know in your mind what your body is supposed to do, and it doesn't do it.
Right.
It's like I know that I used to be able to, I don't know, get in a car normal, and now it's a thing. I have to, I have a process that I have to go through. Or when I take a shower, I make sure there are certain things I have to be, I have to be anal about.
It's a process. Yep.
When we travel, we make sure we have certain things with us, because it's like,
we've learned.
Like I said,
been an
everybody in the family has absolutely helped me with that. And I am so just lucky. And I realize not everybody is. But I think it's important that people, it becomes a practical thing. Okay, so we want to go do this thing. Now, how can we do this thing and everybody be able to function?
We'll figure it out. And we know sometimes there are limitations, obviously, because with a mobility scooter and things like that, you just are limited in what you can do and where you can go. But
like
nowadays there are a lot of different places.
It's gotten a lot harder, because a lot of those places, people, Americans with Disability Act is a huge deal. It makes your life a lot easier. You
but
go
it's not
to
like
other
that over there.
Right, those are other countries. You can't expect them.
However, in
to
Israel, they're starting to make a lot of
strides in that regard.
Huge strides in that.
Right.
Yep.
But I mean, if you want to go see Europe, I mean, there's a lot of steps. There's a lot of. So all I'm saying is, I think it's important that people don't feel like A, they're alone, and B, that you realize that.
Yep.
It coming from, like I said, Josh's perspective, he lets me
sometimes
take care of what I need to take care of. Well, not even sometimes. You've never just gone, you liar, you can't, you can walk it, you're fine.
In my mind. Never out loud. Turn my back.
I mean, it's like, because sometimes I know, totally. Well, because sometimes when I'm walking, I'm like, okay, so my foot's trying to give out on me, so I have to stop. And
which happened right before we came in here.
Right, it was just happening. So, I mean, it happens. I've been going to the gym. I think I'm pissing it off, but it doesn't matter. I have to keep doing it because I have to keep moving. So, you do what you got to do. Like I said,
and that's
I'm encouraging to all family members to remember that, but at the same time, I'm also wanting other people to realize that it doesn't have to be the end of your life.
No, of course not. You got a lot of stuff. Right. And, we know people who have, unfortunately, come in and had a loved one have a major illness, and they couldn't handle it, and they walked away.
They just
that, I don't get that. But, yeah. I mean, obviously there were problems before that.
But that says something about your character.
Right. But...
if you're willing to walk.
Yeah, I mean, would we want things different? Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure, we would.
Okay, all things considered, yeah, I don't want
I'm not going to be one of those fools that says, "Oh, well, we would want it any other way." Well, yeah, we would. Hell yeah, we would. We want her to be healed and
always
done.
Looking for the next big breakthrough, which, by the way, will come out of Israel, in my opinion. But regardless, I'm always looking for. I mean, I do believe that probably within my lifetime, these kinds of things, they're going to fix them. Stem cell and all that stuff. I think so. So, anyway, it's just kind of a nod to families that are going through what we are going through, and also encouragement at the same time, because it's doable.
And if you guys ever have any questions or anything like that, or have any tips or something,
engage.
Please do it. We
Absolutely.
Josh and Dinah at moonshinesafari.com or below in the comments.
I mean, we'll be straight with you.
There.
So.
Or wherever he wants to put them. Right?
Anyway, yeah.
All right. Hey.
Good.
Ending up the show like we always do, we have something cool and tasty. She will not make a face for this one, other than a yummy face.
Well, I did make a face, but it was a good face.
It's a yummy face. We have a new drink that we want to introduce you to, and it's called the Blizzy.
The
Blizzy. And the Blizzy is blackberry... I'm only reaching over here just one moment. Blackberry moonshine, okay, about 4 ounces, I guess, in there here, and some ice and some blackberry Izzy soda?
That's how I say it. I don't know if that's right.
I-Z-Z-E.
It's the
and it probably
fruit juice
isn't
soda.
Izzy. It's probably like, is there it or something? I don't know, or something.
Whatever. It's really good and we like it.
But Blizzy sounds fun because it's blackberry anyway. So, yeah, we tested it out earlier and it was pretty dang yummy. So we're gonna try some again right there and give you the face. Yeah. I think she gives you the good face. We're gonna have to come up with some way we rate things now, and maybe Del Toro, you can help us out with this. I don't know if we should do demijohns or
that'd be fun.
Or those little, I don't know, those furry, the sloth looking things that you keep putting up behind us. I'm not sure
big
what
feet.
that. Huh?
Big feet.
Big feet.
How many big feet does it get?
Or something like, or demijohn. Those of you who don't know what a demijohn is, it's like the jug that they put moonshine in. Okay.
You know what we should do?
I didn't take a drink.
I'll make it really hard for Del Toro. We'll base it on what we're talking about that day. So today it could be, how many mobility scooters does it get?
Oh, that will be so mean.
It would be mean.
Because you know how many he's gonna. No, that would be mean. Don't do that.
That would be mean. It would be pretty mean.
Oh man, that is so good.
Isn't it good?
It's so sweet. Just
It's
kick my
awesome.
Just kick my carbs out. Anyway, well, everybody, that's a show. We thank you so much for showing up. Hey, check this out. Anyway. Aha. Yeah. It was 90 degrees today, I think, probably.
I think close. 88 something, maybe.
Yeah. That's our fall here in Arizona. That's our autumn.
Yeah. Although we are going up north.
Right. So, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Remember, check out Whiskey Myers and all those fun things. Oh, and a shout out to all of our deployed military members and their families. We think about you constantly. And if you can help out in any way, please help a vet. That would be a wonderful thing. Or a family.
There are a lot of good charities out there. Check it out.
Right. Or a family of a military member. Please help them. They need some support.
We have the holidays coming up, and sometimes it's hard. So
that's right. And happy Sukkot to all of those of you who observe.
Hillbilly Jews.
And we send out all of our shine outs and good vibes and all that good stuff to everybody. And remember, guys, shine happens. So spread it.
See ya.
Hey y'all, welcome to Moonshine Safari. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as well as check the description for information on our social media sites, as well as our Patreon account to help support our adventures in the Moonshine Wilderness.